In 2006, a good friend of mine, Craig Noon, came to visit me while I was living in Paris. He was doing an internship in Italy, which he said he'd never peeled so many potatoes in his life. But even then, we were talking about his dream of opening a restaurant, and he told me how he was going to open it in downtown Jackson. And I was like, wow. He wanted to come home. He wanted to be here and build something in his hometown of Jackson. And in 2010, he came back to Jackson and made his dream a reality by opening up Parlor Market. He had a hand-picked group of chefs and ragtag group of individuals that started Parlor Market and helped him make.
Hey guys, Ryan Bell here. 10 years ago, a ragtag group of misfits formed in Jackson, Mississippi to open Parlor Market. Today, we're all in different spots. For me, a lot's changed in 10 years. Married, a couple of kids, no longer in the kitchen. And now, I'm up on roofs for Watkins Construction and Roofing in Jackson, Mississippi.
Hey, I'm Grant Hutchison. I was one of the original grill operators and pastry chefs at Parlor Market when they first opened up. Parlor Market was a great experience for me, not only working with Craig and Jesse and Ryan Bell. I got questions, different chefs from all over the country. We got to test some different theories about how to make business better. Like Craig's favorite theory that he tested out quite often was the later he stays out at night, we are at lunch the next day. It's proven, it's factual. I don't know how it works, but there you have it. So it's everything that I've got to learn there, different things I've got to apply here where I own the Pick and Pint.
Hey, I'm Whitney Maxwell. I was the pastry chef at Parlor Market when it opened. From Jackson. Did not know Craig prior to Parlor Market, but we hit it off because we both were just kind of big kids. We love to create things that sort of gave you that, also just brought you to a happy place of your past, a very nostalgic kind of feeling. I was at Parlor Market a year. I left because I got married and my husband and I just never saw each other. I've been at RJ Young ever since as a customer service rep and trainer, and I also have a side business called Upper Crust where I do cakes, cookies, petit fours, you name it, I'll do it.
Stephen O'Neill with the Manship Wood Fired Kitchen and Applos Jackson, and Jane Halbert had called and asked me to write a few words or say a few words about being one of the original crews of Parlor Market, and I came excited to talk about our original crew, which was, in my opinion, equated only by the Sundancer back in the day, which is a whole nother conversation, but all the amazing chefs and restaurateurs and different people and personalities that came out on since then really helped revolutionize the industry as we know it here in Jackson, and really did raise the bar for a lot of the cocktail standards and food standards in Jackson. Proud to have worked with everybody who started Parlor Market.
My name's Carl. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm a chef. When I first heard about Parlor Market, not sure what I was doing in Jackson at the time, but the crew really got my attention. Kind of seemed like the mentality was just get as many talented individuals in here as possible and make it happen. That was the one thing that stuck with me. A kitchen that's got that sort of collaborative mantra, was really special. I loved every minute of working there.
Hey, hi. So my name is Enrica Williams. I'm one of the original members of Parlor Market. I'm actually here at Fine and Dandy doing a pop-up today. What have I been doing since Parlor Market? I am the chef owner of Fauna Food Works, which is an innovative culinary concept that does dinners, pop-ups, and unique culinary excursions.
Craig was irreverent. He really didn't like authority too much. He was kind of crazy. He did love himself. I can't stop thinking about when he would say, "Who wouldn't want this?" But he would also have the biggest heart on his back, and he was super dedicated and a loyal friend. And thanks to people like Mackie Caden and Derek Emerson, Parlor Market continues to stay in local hands. But we don't just have Derek's wonderful restaurants and Parlor Market. There's Jeff Good and Dan Blumenthal and their numerous restaurants. Mitchell Moore with Campbell's Bakery just opened up a 3rd location, and I've not even scratched the surface on all the wonderful independently owned restaurants that we have in Jackson that I know you can't wait to support after this is over. You can buy gift cards at your favorite restaurants now. Please support them by doing curbside takeout, and I would love to have you on More Than a Tour's foodie tours again when all this is over.